Hey guys, how you doing? Ron here with Tech Tips to Go. So in today's video, I'm going to go over two underrated altcoins in my bag. So guys, I'm going to talk about two altcoins that I think that are very underrated that I hold in my bag. I don't hold I hold a medium-sized portion of them. But anyways, after this, it's going to be a short discussion of those two altcoins. And the second part of this video, I'm just going to go over some Q&A. So if you're not familiar with my channel, I like to do a lot of QA, kind of like either at the end of the week or every 10 days, because I see so many comments in my channel that I can't answer them enough because there's too many. And then I read spam, I read trolls, I read trolls, I read trolls and all that other stuff, Vechain haters, right? So, and then I have questions about like investing strategies, e-commerce, passive income, real estate. So if you want to talk more about like passive income money strategies, real estate, and how I got started within my business, just reach out to me on Twitter or join my Telegram group because I like to provide value there. But anyways, let's get into the two altcoins that are on my list. So guys, I want to first start off with this. So when there's a dip, you guys like to buy the dip. Obviously, we're always waiting for that low, right? We're waiting for that low. We're waiting for Vechain to go low. We're waiting for Bitcoin to go low because you're always either trying to buy the dip or buy the high, right? So in a down market, right, you look at things and what do? You use an exchange. You go out and you go buy Vechain, you go buy Bitcoin, you go buy Ethereum at a low price just to kind of dollar cost average all your holdings, right? You're buying the dip, right? And then after this bull run, when this bull run happens, I think I don't know, it's okay. This is the way I think the bull run is gonna happen. Either we're gonna have a normal, kind of like normal bull run, but then maybe even like a second mini bull run to see what's going on, right? After this first one that's coming up next, right? It's either gonna go that way or what I think is just gonna be like an exponential, like some crazy. Those are my only two things. I don't think it's gonna be like no bull run. I just think we're gonna have either a slight bull run and then a second mini bull run, or we're just gonna go like this. But I don't think we're gonna be flat. Some people are thinking it's just gonna be like, the bull run has already come. We're just gonna see like kind of like a flat normal like increase, right? But I don't think so. But anyways, so what happens, after we get a bull run? If history represents itself, we had a bull run in 2017 and things dip. So what do during that bull run? You kind of peak the high and you sell, right? And throughout all of that activity, what do? You guys use exchanges. So my two picks for this is one is Binance, right? Because what do? You buy the dip, you sell, and you're using an exchange, right? Now, when you look at Binance's numbers, like I think the all-time high was like $32, and now we're sitting about like anywhere from like 15 to 18. So buying, like the thing with Binance is like they carry so much of the market share, and they keep putting back money into the company, whether they're buying like CoinMarketCap, improving their servers so they don't have any like bad customer service. They're adding more staff to handle like emails, customer service, etc. And in the last couple of drops, like when we had Black Thursday was like Binance was fine. There was like small glitches, but if you compare that to Coinbase was like not even reachable. And then even when we had the last dip, that kind of everything went down a little bit. I think Bitcoin went from like 10,000 to 8,800. Yeah. So that was, I think the last UFC fight. I forgot what it was. The second last UFC fight. It was about 2 weeks ago. And I remember just watching the UFC fight, trying to buy. And I was trying to buy on both Binance and Coinbase. Binance was fine, 100% fine. I just said, I had like funds on Coinbase that I wanted to buy with. Tried Coinbase, error, right? And with Binance, there was no problem. So in terms of Binance's share, like they're the leaders, and I think I just see them continuing to grow. And I don't think I think they're just going to be around for like a very, very long time, and they're going to have most of the market share. And so for my second coin in terms of exchanges, you probably already guessed it based on my channel, which is CRO MCO. The reason why I like CRO and crypto.com in terms of like investing your money into like a certain exchange in terms of value add is because they're doing things different. So if you're familiar with marketing, or social media marketing and all that stuff, if you ever heard of like large affiliate programs like ClickFunnels, so ClickFunnels is like a affiliate marketing program. So for landing pages, the way they were able to grow was similar to like Amazon, is they offer this great incentive referral program, which incentivizes the person who's tweeting about them, promoting them, influencing them by giving them some kind of store credit or commission based referral system, right? Like money back into their pockets. And this is the reason why I like crypto.com, is because of that, right? They have a $50 referral bonus. Like if you use one of my links below, you get $50, I get $50. And not on top of, like, not only that, it's just the branding itself. They've done things right in terms of ambassadors, the way it looks, the feel. The only thing, like crypto.com, if you guys are watching this, the only thing that I do recommend is your support. So the support, I would say it's like about a 6.5 out of 10, maybe, close to 7, but to improve things, right? Because there's three main factors when you're selling a product or service. There's like price, service, and quality, right? If you can nail all three things, it's great. But most people are like price based. But if you got your quality and customer support and service, you'll go longer. So anyways, that's just my take. But anyways, crypto.com, like I said, like the staking too is probably the second or third thing that I really like about it, is staking. Like what other platforms can give you 20% per PA, right? Annual percentage, right, for staking. 20%, guys. And traditional banks is like 5, 10, not even 5, maybe like 2 or 3 in your bank, or maybe 1, right? When you stake or you get dividends from a company on the NASDAQ, you may be looking at 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6%. So that's one good thing, right? And also in terms of the exchanges, I just see the value add that they're giving with that cool card, that marketing card. It's pure metal. Like we're in Canada, so I'm waiting for mine. But I've seen the images and the pictures, and it's kind of like a wow factor. And the way they've done their marketing, like I said, it's on point. So anyways, like I said, those are my 2 underrated altcoins that I'm looking at, that I hold. I just think they're undervalued, because what do you do when the price goes low? You look to buy the dip. What do you do when the price is high? You sell. But the cryptocurrency market just keeps growing and growing and growing. And the way crypto.com is doing it, they're grabbing a nice piece of that market share, which I just think they're going to continue to grow, right? So it's kind of like a safe bet, I would say. It's kind of like Bitcoin. I wouldn't say Bitcoin is like a safe bet, but it's store of value. But in terms of the exchanges, yeah, I have more confidence in exchanges, aside from like Vechain, right? Vechain is like, because of their use case, is just, it's outstanding. Like the way Vechain's company is, and the way they offer enterprise blockchain solutions, is like second to none. All right. So anyways, I'm going to get into the second part of the video, is questions and comments that you guys have left on my channel. Before I get into it, I just want to say again, thanks a lot for growing, helping me grow the channel from 1,000, 1,000, like 1,100, 1,200. So some people were asking me like, why did I build this channel? And the reason why, like, I made this channel, so you guys know, like, I own like 2 corporations. I had 4 corporations in total before, right? So 2 corporations around technology and marketing. So the reason why I created this channel was kind of like my getaway of the fun things that I enjoy. So when you come to a point in your life where you spent so much time and money building businesses and investing into real estate, and there's only so much you could invest. You have to enjoy yourself. Like when I bought so you guys know I have an R8, right? Like I used to get made fun of because I was driving like a Honda Civic. Some of my friends would kind of like jab and poke at me all the time. They're like, Ron, you're so rich. Like, I'm not rich. I just work hard. I work harder than a normal person. I hate when people say I'm rich. I'm not rich. I've just decided to take a different path than most others. So they'd poke at me, oh, why do you drive a Civic? Like, it's sad. You're a pizza delivery guy. I hear like jabs like that, right? But for me, it was more of the point of, I want to build my businesses so they self-run. I've got my team running them. And I was just so busy just like kind of like doing the normal everyday grind that I didn't really care about like having that car. So I kind of stepped back after I opened up like my 4th corporation, and that was a restaurant. And I just noticed that I was trying to do too much. So I needed to really focus and grow like the things that are making me the most revenue, and also sit back, travel more, and enjoy kind of life. Because it's true what they say. It's like you're not going to die with your money. So that's why I ended up buying like the R8. That was probably like my biggest purchase ever. And yeah, it did cost a lot, but it was just something that I've always wanted, and so I decided to do it. So and the reason why I created this channel was for me to do something that I enjoy more, because when it comes down to like making money, like there was always me trying to make money, even like poker. Like, you know, some of my friends were like always saying, well, why do you want to work and do these businesses? You probably make more money like playing poker. You could be like a professional poker player and it's less stress. That's because they would see me win like hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And like one night I had like bags of like cash and poker chips, like those 5K poker chips from Bellagio, and it was just crazy. Like they would look at the pictures and everything, they're like, holy jeez, Ron. I played with like all the stars out in Vegas and everything. So anyways, that was the reason why I created this channel. Is just kind of like my getaway to doing the things I enjoy. Is just kind of like building a community, talking with people, and maybe this will become like my sole source of income. And I sell everything as long as I provide like true, honest value to you guys. And I could see by the comments, you guys are appreciating the stuff I do, and I just wanted to say, kind of like thank you for everything, guys. So anyways, I just wanted to say and go over all of these questions that you guys had, and kind of like little shout out. So Babe Later says, haha, when you have a hard time keeping up with news, that's a very good problem to have. Gonna bag even more. Hopefully there is a dip over the weekend. Yes, you know, I've been getting that question a lot too, is like, when is this dip gonna come? And should I bag more? Should I buy now, right? And it's hard to say, right? Because we're on an upward decline, right? We're in green the last like 3-4 days. So I think we're going to get a red day, but will it go down to the 0.004 in terms of Vechain? I don't think we're going to get down to 0.004, maybe 0.049 if we get a big dip, because right now the support levels, you're probably looking at like 0.0055 to 57. So will it go down to 0.0049? I don't think so, unless like Bitcoin really takes a big dip or something drastically happens. So in my Telegram group, someone was asking, well, how did you get into like Vechain at 0.00175, right? I'm like, that was because of Black Thursday, when like the pandemic kind of reached its all-time high. The stock market went like completely crashed, and the reason why that happened, like the stock market crashed and the cryptocurrency crashed, because you had institutional investors that had a lot of their portfolio, their customers' money within cryptocurrency, like Fidelity. They had like 1% of their customers' portfolio into cryptocurrency, but you need to take it out as an excuse, and you need to provide value and just tell them like, well, we did this, or, you know, your portfolio is going to be more stable, etc. There's a downturn in the market. So all of those institutional investors did pull out, right? And I don't think we're ever going to have like that catastrophic dip again, unless we have something drastic like that big news where everyone was getting laid off, COVID reached its numbers, everyone was losing their jobs, the stock market crashed again. And that typically happens like maybe once every 10 years, like a big recession, right? Recession and depression. So anyways, yeah, that's for Babe Later. Shout out to him. David Forbes. So the way Vet is flying the last few days, it's hard to know where this is going to end up. All I can say is, honestly, this is going to go up. I wish I had more money to throw in, but I'm still very likely to make more money than I've ever had. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people are banking on Vechain, and I think it's just like a safe bet. Not financial advice, but when you look at Vechain, and like, to be honest, it's like, who else can compete with Vechain in terms of like the amount of news coming on, like the amount of partnerships, like having PwC, DNVGL, Deloitte. Like, I sound like a broken record, but if you just go through my videos, I keep talking about that partnership, because like I said, like I have a company, and if I had that little army like promoting and reselling or white labeling our service, you know, I'd be a billionaire, to be honest, right? There's so much market share in supply chain technology solutions. And then you bring into the factor of like traceability is massive, right? Traceability on all accounts, whether it's food or vaccine and drugs, it's massive. And there's a comment below that we'll get into, which makes it even more bullish, because it was a comment by Ron Allen, and it's so true. Like, we'll get into it after. So shout out to David Forbes. Andrew Lim says, damn it, I was 1 week away from getting my strength node before it shot up. Can still get it, but it costs a lot more. Should I buy now or see if it drops back a bit? I don't know. So Andrew's talking about like Vechain Thor wallet and your collectibles. So if you don't, so you automatically get VThor, which is the gas to go on the network. You automatically get that, but it's going to run out into the pool depending on like if you don't have an X node. So everyone's trying to get an X node, because if you do get an X node, you can possibly resell it later. And then once the community pool of the regular nodes stops burning VThor, they're not going to give you any more dividends, or if you call it staking or dividends or VThor that's provided to you. But if you have an X node, there's a set amount of pool of VThor available for those X node holders. So there's two options that you can do. You can either sell that X node later or continue to accumulate based on what kind of X node you have. So there's I think you go to Vechain Universe or something like that, or Vechain Insider, and you can see how much you need to get like a kind of, like if you have if you want a Thunder X node, I think you need 5.6. If you want a majority node, you need 15.6 million, but then you get more VThor rewards, and then you can sell those VThor every month or keep them and bag them, and hopefully over the years it just goes up, right? So you can bag them, and then also in the future you could also sell that X node later on, right? So it'll probably gain value, because I know a lot of people from the Reddit forums that they paid a lot of money for those X nodes when it first came out. So imagine like as Vechain grows, the amount, or you know, how much an X node will cost you in like 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. So think of it as an investment. I kind of look at it as like you're buying a gas station, right? Like an Esso or an Exxon, because that's providing the gas, and you're just going to keep collecting VThor later on. You have an opportunity to sell that, like real estate. So third question, shout out from Ken. Hey bro, I guess he's asking how much vet I have. I've got enough vet to last me a while if it goes to $1. I don't think anyone talks about how much they really have. Awesome Cooper says, also you can buy XRP and CB Coinbase and exchange to all coins using BitTrue. Yeah, you can use BitTrue, being the one exchange that offers a ton of pairs as XRP is their base trade pair. Yeah, BitTrue is one of the main exchanges for like XRP people. William Fraser, love your info on Vechain. Thanks. Wayne Burns, 3 times coins to make you rich. Vechain, Cardano, ZIL, all cheap as chips. Yeah, Vechain, ZIL, Cardano, cheap. Cardano is I wouldn't say it's a safe bet, because you never know like I hold Cardano, so as long as Cardano comes out with a great product, hopefully it'll be like the old Ethereum, where Ethereum started low and it just accumulates customers. But when Cardano comes out, well, I'm hoping like it can still grab a piece of that market share in a different vertical. Like Ethereum is great in decentralized finance, but maybe Cardano takes a different route and just going into like banking and so on, right? So, you know, it's kind of like a hit or miss. Let's hope so. Like we're banking our money on hoping that the product's going to be great and that they're going to adopt. So do I expect like Cardano go from like 5 cents to like $2 anywhere soon? No. I go until we start seeing utility and use, then maybe, right? So Vechain already has its customers. ZIL. ZIL has potential. They're pretty on fire right now. Ronson says, no tax for me. Moved to Puerto Rico a few years ago. Act 22. Loves crypto. I threw $1,000 at ZIL and see what it does. Yeah, sometimes you just throw $1,000 in there and just see and hope and pray. Because that $1,000, and like I said, like if you're getting into Bitcoin and stuff, can you really afford one Bitcoin with $1,000? No, you probably have better chances like getting into an altcoin, smaller cap, and then hoping it goes up like 200,000%. I'd rather take my chances on that. Like Bitcoin is always nice to have. It's always nice to say like you own one Bitcoin. So I think everyone should aim for that. So TBY says, what's the difference between Vet and V Thor? I'm holding Vet. Am I wrong? No. Majority hold only Vet. You generate V Thor, so you download the app, Vechain Thor Wallet. Then you'll automatically get dividends of like V Thor into your account if you do nothing. So V Thor is the gas. Vet is a token. It's a 2 token system. So Vet is the main token that you buy, and then V Thor is the gas that is used like when you start using their mainnet. But no, you're not wrong. You're right. Just download the Vechain Thor wallet. If you have a Nano Ledger S, use a program called Sync, and you should be fine. Join our Telegram group. People will guide you there. Young Mischief says, what is everyone's price for Vet in 2020? I'm hoping to be at 2 cents by 2021, 30 cents. Oh, 2020, 2 cents. That's a realistic number, 2 cents. I'm fine with that. And like I said, it all depends on the bull run. If Bitcoin goes crazy, then more retail investors are it's going to go all over the media. Just picture if Bitcoin surpasses the all-time high, which is like 20,000, right? They're saying it's going to go to 50,000. Let's say in the next bull run it gets to 50,000. CNBC, NBC, CNN, they're all going to be talking. It's going to be the talk for months, for quarters. Where do you think the money is going to flow into? Cryptocurrency. So we're all waiting for that. Like I said, once BTC boosts and let's say it reaches or surpasses or doubles or triples the all-time high, just expect good things to happen. And that's what we're all waiting for. Like if BTC goes like to like 50,000, CNN broadcasters, investors, they're going to have like, you're going to see the Pump show. You're going to see Pump on all these shows. Anthony Popolino, you're going to see him on all these shows talking about it. You're going to see more media, more press. There's going to be like probably like memes about like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates saying you should have bought Bitcoin. And, you know, it's going to just keep going down to the retail investors, not alone, like even like institutional investors and pensions and the retail investors. What are they going to do? They're not going to get into Bitcoin. They're going to go into altcoin season. So it'll probably be like an altcoin season bull run. That's what I'm thinking. Shout out to J.A. Alex Lynch again. Follow Alex Lynch on Twitter. Talk to Alex Lynch every day. Good guy. And Vechain View. Vechain Alex, Vechain View. Mac1 says, hey Ron, what do you think about Lisk? I only hold Vechain, but I heard it's good to diversify. Yeah, you know what? Diversification is very important. And like I said, like I like to diversify in a lot of ways. So I'm going to give you an example. So like I have a family friend, he was retired, but his pension or his retirement plan was in GE, General Electric. So General Electric was giving like high dividend return investments. So he had a lot of money, retirement money, strictly in GE. Now what happened? Like they slashed their dividends like crazy. So basically now he can't live off his dividends. So you're retired and you're banking on that one source of income. What do? For me, for real estate, like we had like some Airbnbs and some cottages and some regular rentals in Toronto. With one of our properties that were acting like an Airbnb, we're minus like about $2,500 a month. But with the amount that we have all over like Toronto and Las Vegas and the cottages, we're fine. But we're lucky. Imagine we had all Airbnbs. Like how many people would be traveling to Toronto? Probably like zero. Or if you had, like my friend has an Airbnb in Thailand, a couple of them, right? How many people are traveling to Thailand? Thailand is a destination place for like in Phuket, nice beaches, gorgeous weather, awesome food. But his $3,000 a month, rental, or he has two, so 6,000 US he's generating is now zero, right? That's a big hit. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like I said, I've got passive income. I like cryptocurrency passive income. And that's what I'm trying to build here. I'm trying to actually build a case of like living off of cryptocurrency dividends and passive income through this channel too. But then I also have like real estate. Main mortgage is paid off. Don't have to worry about that. Got business income, regular dividends. What else? Stock markets and all that stuff. So. Supax2 says, thanks for this. Just stake 50 MCO. Fellow Torontonian. What's up? Yeah, the MCO is cool. So you get the Ruby Red card when you get 50 MCO, or you could have 500 MCO. If you have 500 MCO, you could step up to that next level for the MCO card. So that's a cool thing. And that's why I like crypto.com. I think it just has a big future. And they're one of the only platforms that does like an introduction of like, hey, you could buy Vet on this. Like they're doing Cardano on June 9th. you can get into Cardano for 50% as long as you hold this and this and this. So the marketing is on point, and that's what I like, because like I said, you could have the best product, service, or whatever, but if you're not seen out there, then you're non-existent. But if you do good marketing, you'll be seen, and you could sell everything, sell your product, whatever. But yeah, thanks for that shout out there, Supax. Lou for Jabber, don't pay attention to the lowlights that are bad mouthing you. He's talking about the trolls. Insecure fools out there always will be. That aside, I've been with Vechain for about 18 months with an average purchase of 0.004 and have a healthy, very healthy bag. Yeah, a lot of people have been in here a long time for like 18 months, so which is good. Yeah, I get a lot of trolls. I don't know, I get a lot of trolls. It's something, I don't know, maybe they lost money with Vechain, or maybe because there's so much hype about Vechain and they have no more money to invest into another alt cryptocurrency that they can't get into Vechain. Maybe they spent all their money on like, XRP and Bitcoin or whatever else, and they can't afford Vechain, so they gotta trash talk it. I don't know. Or maybe they bought early with Ven, sold out, and never believed in the project, but now we're gaining traction, and maybe there's hatred there. So I don't know. Kind of I wonder why they're always like trolling my page and like leaving these long paragraphs. It's like, guys, you think, like, the guy's saying, why do you delete my things? I'm like, I don't delete them. It probably goes through the spam filter. So I ended up checking the spam filter, and he was just talking a bunch of garbage, and then I don't know. Then you see like hatred comments, but I ignore them. It doesn't bother me. Like, it's funny that they rate that much. Like a paragraph, it'll take them like 20 minutes to write something. It's not like I care. Gypsy King, shout out. Yet another partnership for the Vet fan. Let's go. Brian Kim, what's up, Brian? What a day for Ron. Vet is up 13%, and you're uploading like crazy, yeah. He says, you ever consider listing your wallet address for donations for your hard work? You deserve it, bro. Yeah, I just listed some affiliate links and my donation addresses. So if you're part of the Vechain team, because I make a lot of videos for you, you guys should donate some Bitcoin or some Vet there. But yeah, like I said, I just created the channel. Not like I need the money. The money would be nice so I can buy like nice things, like some nice watches and maybe like a Ferrari with your donations and stuff. But don't think that's coming anytime soon. Trini for Life, Pam Sima, Phil Jong. Do the companies that partner with different blockchain companies not invest in them? I don't understand why the price doesn't move. Vechain with all partnerships should at least be valued at $1. Yes and no. So it's so different. Like, the cryptocurrency market is so different. Like I said, like, if Vechain was on like the NASDAQ, I think it'd be at $1 like months ago, just the amount of partnerships and the technology. But this is a cryptocurrency market. You have a lot of people who say, well, Vechain's not decentralized, it's more centralized, blah, blah, blah. Then you talk about like the hacking, like the history of all that stuff. So, and it's different, right? And then there's bull runs, right? So then there's like market caps and teams and authority nodes and distribution and side chains and blockchain. So it's different. Our time will come. Like I said, you just have to be patient. But I'm more bullish. Like I say, if Bitcoin surpasses its all-time high, it's going to be unbelievable. Like I said, like unbelievable what Vechain will probably do, and all those other altcoins, whether it's XRP, Cardano. Like, imagine when we get that bull run, you guys are going to be like on your phone, like swiping up and down. You guys are going to be sleeping, right? You guys are going to be going to the doctor for like insomnia. I'm telling you, you guys are going to be like, I remember that, like 2016, 2017, I was there. I was like, you don't sleep, right? I remember I was sitting at the Bellagio and just like, I wasn't even paying attention to my poker game, and I'm just like swiping, and they're like, dealer, it's your turn. I'm like, what? I'm like, then I fall asleep like doing this. But that was good times. Mandeep, shout out, keep up the good work. Rick, Optograph, great video, thanks. T-by-wee. Ron Allen, so this is what I want to talk to you about. Ron Allen says the quality of these Vechain partnerships are outstanding. Bayer labeled this partnership lifetime partnership. Lifetime, guys, lifetime, right? Lifetime. Bayer Pharmaceuticals, massive. How many people are going to follow on board? Who are Bayer's competitors? The competitors of Bayer are going to say, what is this blockchain technology? I need to get on it. Vechain, hey, here's a white label program. It's called toolchain. Let's implement it. Let's white label it. Why reinvent the wheel? Focus on your pharmaceutical, your strengths, just white label and call it whatever else. Just like they're calling it C-Secure, name it whatever else. Offer the same thing. Why invest millions into a blockchain? Use what's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So he goes on to say, this will extend far beyond clinical trials and set a template for working with big pharma worldwide. Like I said, a template. White label, Vechain toolchain kit. Big things 2022, 2023. And yes, it's going to be huge because everyone's going to want vaccine tracing. Traceability, right? And trust are probably like the big things. No more fake vaccines. And the last thing that I highlighted from him says, remember, most pharma production worldwide takes place in China. And it's true. Like, I never thought about it until he mentioned it, but it's like, where are most of these vaccines manufactured, right? And people say, oh, people won't invest into Vechain because it's a Chinese company. But guys, like, when you order something from Amazon, are you going to not use Amazon because 99% of their products are from Amazon, but they work well? No. Majority of these vaccines come from China or from UK, but a lot of them come from China. So he says, remember, most pharma production worldwide takes place. So imagine the burn rate in 2023 once the vaccine solution from Bayer comes out. We've already, like, the news just came out from Bayer Pharmaceuticals about that in China. Shanghai, the government mandated Vechain to work on that solution. So Bayer, Shanghai, President Xi Jinping is just going to say, yeah, I think you've got the most experience with vaccine traceability solutions. Like, let's just make you guys a standard, the defecto, right? And it wouldn't surprise me. I think maybe that's the big news that Sunny is waiting to come out. And if Sunny comes out with that, like, the fear of missing out, I think we'll go like from 0.005 to, I'm not even going to say the price, but it'll just be insane. Like, insane if you think about that, right? Like, right now, you're in China. Who has the most experience dealing with vaccine traceability solutions, or has been in this deep in the game of like meetings, procedures? Because in healthcare, like, before you get into that meeting, they want to see if we can work with that company on a secure level. Like, all these healthcare standards, certifications, compliance, HIPAA, like, it's a lot, because when we go into healthcare solutions, it's different. Like, it takes a while. So are you going to restart this process and bring in another company and it's going to take 18 months? They may as well say China. Okay, well, they may as well say Vechain. You have the most experience. You've been proven. You're compliant. Let's just go with Vechain Toolkit. It only makes sense, right? Like, who are they going to pick? Like, nothing to bash. Like, Cardano? No. Like, Cardano's great technology, but experience tells it all, right? Apple Martini. Is it too late to add more? I can take a decent profit when it goes above 25 cents. Is it too late to add more? I'm averaging around 43 cents. However, I'm looking at this major catalyst to help me retire. Yeah, it depends on where in life you're at, right? So, like, I'm getting a little older, and I probably want to exit a portion. But like I said, like, Vechain is my long-term bag holder. I've got all these other altcoins that are pretty healthy bags, and I think they're going to moon, but I'm going to sell like 10% plus ROI from a Vechain, but hold on to it longer term, because I know enterprise blockchain solutions, we're just in the early game. And just imagine like what it'll be in like 2025. Like I said, it'll be like the acronym internet, but blockchain is going to be like, it's going to be a standard. Like, oh, blockchain, yeah, we got a blockchain platform. It's like, oh, you got email? Yeah. What's your email address? Same thing, right? So it's not too late. Like, you're at 0.006. I bought some at 0.007 because I thought that was a good price. So it being 0.006, a little bit less, still a good price. Still underneath a penny, still good. So people ask, like, what's a healthy bag? I always like to say, if it goes to $1, how much do you have? If you got a million vet, you got a cool million. But the thing I didn't like about that was, okay, well, you got a cool million. Now you got taxes. Uncle Sam in the US will take 50% of that. Now you only have half. So maybe you need to get 2 million, right? Or 5 or 10. But it's up to you on how much you have and how much you can afford to lose, right? And that's why I like to talk about like diversification, because you could think that, yeah, I want to put 100% of my earnings into Vechain, but what happens, like, you never know. Like, Vechain sounds proof, but what happens if Vechain collapses? Like, there's a security hack or something, and Vechain goes to zero. You just never know with every other altcoin. For example, like I talked about, like GE a couple of minutes ago. Family friend GE, his retirement was his dividends from GE. Now, like, GE slashed it and just bad. So I always like to say, diversify your investments, your money, diversify real estate. And it's hard not to, because like you look at this and you're waiting for this bull run, but put some aside, maybe get into real estate. And that's why I say, like, if you're young in your 20s, get into real estate investment. Your money, like, is going to grow, your equity is going to grow, and you could also leverage all of that stuff. If I never got into, like, I wish I got into real estate earlier, because if I got into it earlier, I would have more real estate, more properties. I wish I had a mentor, right? Like, to be honest, a mentor. And that's why I like kind of like mentoring like people in here and just talking about like money and how I grew my net worth, because I wish I had someone like myself to kind of guide and mentor me in terms of like what I should do when I was making a lot of money. Because in my early career, I was making a lot of money, and I would blow it on things, the latest iPhone, Xbox, all this, right? But one of my smart friends, his father convinced him to buy a house, and I think he retired like before 40. It was just crazy. Anyways, JA, shout out JA, NBA. Ron, this adds more fuel to the fire. Yeah, for sure. Healthcare is massive. Like, the pharmaceutical engineer for Bayer, like, Bayer is massive, like, huge. Leader, follower. People are going to jump onto blockchain enterprise solutions for pharmaceutical traceability. It's going to be the norm, right, for everything. And when you look at that other relationship with produce markets, for IBM, I'm going to make another video on that, because I've got some great news on that. Like, it could go this way or it could go that way. It just really depends, because I'll leave it at this. Like our company got sued for doing something, but it kind of played out like this IBM kind of deal with like Vechain and stuff. But I'll get into another video, maybe in my next video. Let me go down. Vammy, what's going on, Vammy? Nice video, buddy. What is your Telegram channel? So the Telegram channel is t.me/tech tips to go. I'll leave a link below. Enzo Blade says, how much ETH ADA vet do you need for a healthy bag size? It depends what you could afford, right? Like I said, like, if you have vet, a cool million would be nice if you profit off $1, because it won't be hard to get to $1 with a nice bull run. But if you have a bull run and your exit plan is $1, do you exit all of it? Then you got a cool million. But what's a percentage that Coinbase is going to take, or the exchange is going to take? Then how much is Uncle Sam going to take? 50%. Because you want to make sure you put away like your taxes, because that tax man, Uncle Sam, is going to come get you, like, no matter what. Elliot says, can you help me out? I'm trying to figure out how to add Vechain and Nano X Ledger Live. Nano, go to your applications, download Vechain Thor wallet application, Vechain Thor wallet, use sync. Go to Vechain Insider on the how-to on sync. Follow instructions. Very easy. You can do it. Barbara, shout out. J.A. Vulcan. What do you think the Vechain price end of 2021? I don't know. Like I said, it depends on the bull run. if we keep growing steady with like the amount of partnerships, I think we're just going to have a steady growth. Then we're going to get fear of missing out. The whales are going to come in, drive the price up a little bit. More news keeps going. But without a bull run, let's say Sunny says we got a vaccine traceability from China, mandated, boom, going to go up. But if at the same time there's also that bull run, it'll be massive. So maybe he's timing that, right? Because he could also exit some of his shares too, or the team. So they might time it as well. Like anything goes, like the Wild West out there. Nothing's regulated in like compared to the stock market. Like nothing is regulated. They could come out with the news when the Bitcoin bull run. Imagine that. So the Bitcoin bull run, right, is starting, or it's boosting. And then they decide to say, hey, we've secured China's national vaccine traceability program, right? We've made instant trillionaires overnight. Neil Griffith says, hey, Ron, be interested to hear your thoughts on the U.S.-China sanctions that's coming up. Situation in Hong Kong, powder keg. I think I answered this one. With the anti-China sentiment right now, is it not going to make mass adoption for Vechain come anytime soon, or if at all? I think the majority stumbling block for Vechain. No, the anti-China sentiment, like I said, if you can't beat them, join them. Everything comes out of China, like big pharma. Look, like we're already getting news from Producers Market on that part. Jason Rockwood's working on that, so I think time will come. And then also like Walmart, China, they're probably going to see like how the traceability solution is going, and I think it'll just adopt to the North America. I'm pretty sure, like, because you're already seeing like IBM's private ledger and then Vechain's public. Maybe the private ledger is good just for like for the companies that are dealing with those transactions, but IBM doesn't have a public blockchain solution, but Vechain has both. So maybe there's going to be a transition just to use the Vechains throughout like the US, North America, Canada, across the globe. So that's what I think. But anyways, I'm going to end it here, getting a little long. Anyways, follow me on Twitter, Tech Tips to Go 1, or Telegram, t.me/Tech Tips to Go, and subscribe, join the channel, ask me questions below, and I do this like every 7 to 10 days. So ask me some question, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.